When you have a mandate from your people, you can't go back to Washington and change your mind. Why should I believe anything you say in this town hall meeting? My real question is, with the national debt going over $9 trillion, how are you, the president said a third of that is going to be paid for by taking exemptions away from insurance companies. That's an insurance increase to me. A third of that's going to come from taxing the people that make $250,000 or more. How many times are you going to tax those people? And a third of it's going to come from Medicare cuts and find costs in our current program. They were words, paraphrased, out of President Obama's mouth. That's how he's going to pay for the $1 trillion, $1.5 trillion health care public option. Can't be done.
Thank you.
We didn't have any other
question on the consistency of voting. I got to Congress at a time where I stood very strong. I don't think there's anybody in Congress that stood as strong as the President of the United States in the war on terror as David Scott did. I took many hits from both sides of that because I did what I felt was the right thing to do, to stand behind our soldiers. I didn't stay here. I went to Iraq not one time, not two times, 3 times, to meet with our soldiers, to meet with both Sunni and Shias. I was one of those that dared to go on the ground to Camp Victory with the threat of my life as well as the soldiers' lives that I went. I was the one in the plane that went up and the missiles came after us. And I say thank God for the C-130s because those flares went out and saved my life. When it comes time for anybody, I stand and will stand firm with anybody in my support of our troops and a strong national defense policy and strong on national security. And I stood with President Bush at the chagrin of many in my own party because we were doing what I felt was the right thing at that time. As things moved, as I went to Iraq, and as I continue to go to Afghanistan, I see things. I've talked there with General Casey, and what I did and what we did in coming back was to try to find a way to get us out of this situation. We were in the midst of a civil war, and no matter what you may say, that is the pattern of which the majority of people, not all of them, in my district and across the nation felt, and I had to reflect the majority of the opinion of people who vote in the 13th district. And that was, it's time for us to do the reasonable thing and begin a progression out. Now on, and you mentioned the other thing about the cost of this bill. You're absolutely right. But yes, we can get half of this $1 trillion. And I might add that because of the work that we and the Blue Dog Coalition did, we've gotten it a little below the $1 trillion now. So this coming in at about $980-some billion. Might not be much, but it shows that we are concerned about making sure we get the cost. We put together an efficiency team made up of the best of efficiency experts to squeeze everything and waste and abuse out of the system to save money so that we can pay for it. Like I say, there's tremendous waste in the healthcare system. And we can get about half of that cost out. And you talk about it coming out of the Medicare. What is not mentioned is that's a gross figure. But we're adding $364 billion in new monies into Medicare to make it better. We are making sure that we will have the 21% increase in the reimbursement rate for physicians. That's another $264 billion in this program so that doctors can get caught up on their reimbursement. And that's one of the reasons why the American Medical Association supports it. And one of the primary reasons why we can feel we can get more primary care and other physicians into this bill. On the debt, no congressman has been on the floor of the Congress fighting against this debt. We have, since 2000 to 2008, in that 8-year period, spent more money, borrowed more money from foreign governments than all the preceding presidents before them, since George Washington. Think about that. I realize that. That's why I took the leadership and made sure that we, and again, in a tough year, of saying to the president, we're going to have to pay for this and not put it on the backs of our children. And President Obama agreed to do it, and he's been able to put together this mechanism, and we have all the efficiency experts to tell us that this mechanism will work. And we're going to go forward and get this bill paid for without putting it on the backs of our children and grandchildren.